This video will show you how to add a Google assignment in Canvas. As you can see, I am logged into Canvas. I am at my dashboard. Yours, if you are on homeroom view, it may say home, which is the same. I always like classic view. Classic view is normally for the older, middle through high, and homeroom view is normally for elementary. All right, so to add a Google assignment, I'm going to click into the classroom that I'm adding the assignment to. I'm going to scroll over to modules. Remember, modules are like Google Classroom folders. This just keeps everything organized. And I want to add an assignment under Unit 1. I'm going to click the plus sign. I am going to add an assignment. Click Create. Let's just name it Google Test for this video. Click Add Item. I have just named the item. I'm going to click the name of the item. I'm going to edit. And this brings up my rich content editor. Remember, whatever is in this box is normally directions or a view-only slideshow or a video for your students. This does not give students editing right. It is just view-only. So normally you want to put directions in. Directions here. And normally in Canvas, I have the same template for my directions. Step 1, what to do, step 2, and then, if they have any questions, what to do. And that way you can it's a template, you can copy and paste it and change it for each assignment. All right, so if you scroll down, you're going to put how many points. Again, your assignment group, this is going to go over to your categories for Infinite Campus, so make sure it's added in the correct categories. Always do points. So right here, when you say submission type, this is where you are going to click external tool, which means we are going to go to our drive, grab a document, and make a copy for each student. So I'm going to click find, and I'm going to select Google Assignment LTI 1.3, which is just a new updated assignment that Google has rolled out. I prefer it just because it is organized better and more user-friendly. So click link once you do that. It's going to bring up your drive. This is where you can get Google to check for plagiarism if you are doing a writing. You can go ahead and create an assignment template here if you want to. I already have something that I have created and I want to give a copy to each of my students. So I'm going to click attach. I always search for it just because it's easier. Narrative writing. Okay, so I want each of my students to get this graphic organizer so I can tell that it's selected because it's outlined in blue. And I'm going to click add. So this automatically says this narrative writing graphic organizer, each student will get a copy. And I am going to use Canvas SpeedGrader just because it does export over into Infinite Campus. Once I click create, it is working, making a copy for each student that is on your roster. And just like with Google Classroom, you will have a folder in your Google Drive with the name of this assignment, and each one of the students' work is in that folder. So you can access it through Canvas, but you can also access it through your Drive to see where the student is. It depends on if you want to load the new the assignment in a new tab, you can. I usually like them to be in Canvas just for the analytics so I can see how long they are spending on it, but it's preference. When it's loaded into a new tab, the students will have more room. It will be bigger for them to work on. This is where you select how many attempts you want them to have, which means how many attempts are they allowed to submit the assignment. I always do limited and 1. This is where you're going to click, yes, I do want this grade, once I put the grade in, to go to Infinite Campus. That way I don't have to enter it into both places. You can assign to everyone, or if you have cross-listed classes, this is where you can choose against the different blocks. If you only want this assignment for block 1, you can do that there. Always make sure you give a due date. Stay away from available from and until, because with the grade passback, it seems to mess it up. And also, if you wanted to give another Like if you wanted block 1 to have a different due date than block 2 or period 1, period 2, you can do that here as well. Whatever your preference is, I always recommend mark as an important date and show on homeroom sidebar. It's just a quick and easy way for the students to access it. All right, I hope this helps, and please reach out if you have any question.